There are plenty of free coins to be had this weekend in Madden 23 Ultimate Team, but you watching this video gotta act fast. Now, Salsa family, and welcome back to another Madden 23 video. Hope you watching this are having a wonderful Friday. Hope you have a great weekend, and without further ado, let's get started and talk about these free coins. Now, fellas, it's time to absolutely cook with some of these Super Bowl picks and make you guys a ton of free coins in this game. Because what we're going to be showcasing in today's video is the best way to spend your Super Bowl predictor tokens. In the last couple of weeks, we've been absolutely killing it with these picks. Miles Sanders touchdown, easy money. Travis Kelce first touchdown a couple of weeks ago, easy money. If you guys have been copying my picks, I think we've made over 500k. And on the topic of picks, before we showcase these ones, my grandmother has officially locked in her free money Jalen Hurts pick on Underdog Fantasy. As you guys can see, she texted me over the slip. She's got Jalen Hurts over 0.5 total yards. That's an absolute lock. And then she's got Juju Smith-Schuster to get over 37 yards. And if you want access to that Jalen Hurts 0.5 total yards line, it's available right now on Underdog Fantasy for anyone that signs up using code SWIFT. So check it out. I will leave the link to Underdog Fantasy down below in the description. As you sign up, of course, put in the promo code SWIFT when you download the app or sign up on your computer. And yeah, get those picks in, but without further ado, let's get started right here talking about our picks. And as we do so, I think the first thing I gotta do is just quickly showcase how we can get these Super Bowl predictor tokens in this game. Because for a lot of people watching this video, you might not know the methods you can use to get these tokens for free. The first one is very, very simple, and that's gonna be getting some progress in your field pass. When you get progress in the Super Bowl field pass, you're gonna get a bunch of packs that look just like this. Now, this pack is pretty simple. You're either picking a predictor token or you're picking 5,000 coins. For me personally, I'm gonna go with the predictor tokens. I think we can make more than 5k per token if you guys follow my picks. So yeah, that in my opinion is probably the #1 way to get Super Bowl predictor tokens for free. I believe if you get progress in house rules, you're also going to be getting some of these as well. But ultimately, just get progress in the field pass. You'll get a bunch of these tokens. I think I got like 10 of them for free. Now, additionally, if you guys are also looking to maybe purchase some of these tokens and spend coins on them, I think that's worth it as well. When you go to your sets and you go to the predictors and scroll all the way down right here, you'll see two sets, the 88 overall exchange and the 86 overall exchange. And honestly, don't really worry about the 86 overall exchange. It's not really as worth it for your coins. If you want to get predictor tokens at the cheapest rate possible and you want to spend coins on them, this is what you're going to do. You're going to buy some 88s at like 10k, 11k, 12k, whatever it may be. You put them in the set and you get 2 tokens for them. It's pretty simple. And honestly, I'd say it's probably worth it. You're basically spending about 5 to 7,000 coins per token, and I think we're going to be getting more than 5 to 7k of value on these tokens. But without further ado, let's get started with what you guys came here to see and cook, man. It's time to absolutely get in the kitchen, get that crock pot turned on. Nah, actually, I don't mess with the crock pot. Let's make some picks, though. Want to open up packs with better odds than EA Sports gives you? Well, check out mudpacks.com to open up packs, win coins, and withdraw them directly to your account. And of course, use code SWIFT as you're checking out the site for 15% off. Now, first of all, let's just kind of get the lay of the land right here. Before we get too excited and jump for joy and start to make these picks, let's just showcase what we got, kind of take a look at our options. Then I'll go through and talk about my 5 favorite picks that I'm going to be putting my tokens in. Okay, so starting it off, there's Eagles win, there's Chiefs win. Those look pretty decent. They both pay about like 10 to 12k. This one gives you 10.2 if it's correct. I think the other one is 11. Next up, there's a fumble turnover that'll happen in the game. Interesting pick right here. There's Jalen Hurts to get 275 plus passing yards, Mahomes to do the exact same thing. There's the Chiefs to score 30 plus points and the Eagles to do the exact same thing. There's a couple unique ones right here in that the Chiefs will have more points at halftime, but the Eagles will win the game. Kind of an interesting one. It only pays 30k, which isn't that amazing. Then next up, we got Travis Kelce first touchdown, which is paying out 47,000 coins if it's correct. Hey, that's kind of crazy, man. We're gonna go through and talk about my picks a little bit later, but wink wink, I love that one. There's also Miles Sanders first TD. Then there's a couple picks right here that are a bit more obscure. 3 players on the Eagles in specific getting a touchdown, so you would need Jalen Hurts, you would need Miles Sanders and AJ Brown to all score a touchdown. They'd also need to get 27 total points, and the Eagles would have to win. That's tough, man, and it only pays like 67 or 70,000 coins. Honestly, that's tough. Then keep it on going, kicker, punt, return, touchdown. The game goes to overtime, and then there's some Super Bowl MVP predictors right here in Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Travis Kelce, and Pat Mahomes. Oh yeah, and then there's also some pretty tough ones right here in the passing record being broken in the Super Bowl. That would give you 400k if it's correct. I don't think that's gonna happen. There's also like this Eagles double touchdown. This one's kind of interesting though, but let's go over my favorite picks. Okay, so starting it off right here with my absolute favorite pick, I think this is one that you gotta put some tokens into. It's Travis Kelce first touchdown touchdown, man. If Travis Kelce scores the first touchdown, you get 47,000 coins. And to be honest with you, if there's any player that's going to score on the Chiefs, it's probably going to be Travis Kelce. And the fact that this pick right here is paying out 47k if it's correct, that just feels criminal, bro. I feel like I'm going into a bank right now and stealing money. I'm waiting for someone to arrest me because the odds on this are ridiculous. When we compare that to like some of the other picks, if you guys remember, there was that one where AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, and Miles Sanders all had to score a touchdown, and the Eagles had to win, and that basically paid out the same amount of coins as this one. So this pick right here, I absolutely love it. I'm going to be max entering it. I'm going to be putting in 5 tokens, and man, it just feels like insane value right here. Okay, now next up, another couple of picks that I really like are some of these Super Bowl MVP picks, but no, it's not going to be the quarterbacks, because on these quarterback picks right here, if we took like Jalen Hurts, for example, we'd only get 12,000 coins, and if the Eagles win the game, you basically get 12k anyway. So if you're going in with the logic, which I think a lot of people probably would think to do, that, oh, the Eagles are going to win or the Chiefs are going to win, I might as well just pick their quarterback to win Super Bowl MVP, the odds on these kind of stink. Like, you might as well just pick the team, because honestly, I was looking back at some of the past Super Bowl MVPs, and the quarterbacks don't get it as often as you would think. I thought it was like every single time that the QB gets Super Bowl MVP. That's not really the case. So instead, the two players that I'm actually kind of intrigued to bet on are Travis Kelce and AJ Brown. If any of these guys has a big game, which I think could realistically happen, like Travis Kelce, I could easily see him scoring 2 touchdowns. AJ Brown, I could see him having like 150 yards and a touchdown, and the odds on these are insane. 83,000 coins, if this is correct, is awesome. So for me personally, I'm going to be max entering both of these. The amount of coins you get is insane. 83k for this is so much better than Jalen Hurts. The Jalen Hurts MVP one, of course, it's more likely to happen, but it only pays you like 12,000 coins, whereas these two right here are giving you upwards of like 60k. Travis Kelce's right here is paying 58,000. That's an absolute ton. So yeah, hopefully Travis Kelce scores that first touchdown. If he does so, he'll be well on the way to maybe be an MVP, and he'll win us that first pick. Let's move on to pick number 3, which is going to be the Eagles winning this game. I personally think the Eagles are going to win this one. I'm going to put my tokens into this. I'm probably going to put maybe like 5 to 10 on here. I'm not going to max enter, put all 20, but I think the Eagles will win this ball game. So you know what? I'm going to put some tokens on here. Then next up, the other pick that I think I just got to throw a couple tokens on, but not a ton, for pick number 4 of this video is going to be Miles Sanders' first touchdown. It pays out 57k, which honestly is pretty similar to how much the Travis Kelce one pays out, and I think it's significantly less likely to happen. But honestly, we're just kind of covering our bases by making this play. Now we've got 2 plays covered. If Travis scores first, bang, we get those coins. Or if Miles Sanders scores first, bang, we get those coins there as well. So I think there's actually a pretty good chance that we get this pick correct right here. Whether it's Sanders or whether it's Kelce, either way, we're going to be making like upwards of 50k per token. So I think there's really good value in doing both of the first touchdown guys, both Miles Sanders and Travis Kelce. If one of them scores, we're in a great situation. But if, let's say, for example, you don't have a ton of tokens, I would say the Travis Kelce one is a better pick to do than Miles Sanders. Now, moving on right here, let's talk about my final pick. To be honest, I think you guys can maybe dabble in some of these, like Hurts 275 plus yards or Mahomes 275 plus yards. I mean, if you guys want to, you can take a look at some of these picks. I honestly didn't really see anything in here where I was like, damn, the value looks really good. Like for Mahomes 275 plus yards, it pays out 10k coins. That's not really a ton. The 30 plus point scores, I don't think is honestly going to happen for either team, and it only pays out 17k, which isn't really a ton. So the pick that I'm going to put right here as my final one is the Eagles double TD combination. Now, to get this one right, we need the Eagles to win, which is probably going to happen if these other 2 criteria hit. The other 2 criteria is Jalen Hurts passes for 250 plus yards. I think that could happen. That's not like too much of a shot in the dark. And then he's got a rush for 2 touchdowns. That's the unlikely part. I think he'll probably rush for at least 1. So just kind of playing the odds games. 250 plus yards isn't that difficult. I think he'll already probably rush for 1 touchdown. So if he can get that number up to 2 and they win the game, man, we're going to be making a ton of coins right here. 121k. I think you gotta put a token in this, because although there's quite a few criteria, they aren't really that outlandish. So I think that these picks right here are my favorite ones for the game. And of course, if you want to make picks easier than this, the Jalen Hurts 0.5 total yards line is now available on Underdog Fantasy. It's a lot easier than going through here and making some of these picks you guys see. Jalen Hurts literally just needs 1 yard, and then that pick is going to cash, winning you real money. So if you want to check it out, I will leave the link to Underdog down below in the description. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.